So, good evening and welcome to everyone, and this is season 3 of the MOnsterJam Poker Tour, kicking off at Carnival City Casino. I'm so excited to actually kick off this event this year. My name is Marc. I am the CEO of MOnsterJam Poker Tour, and with me, right next to me, our operations manager, Caitlin Fox. Hello, Caitlin, and welcome.
Hi, thanks. We've been here for a while now. We've been running satellites for over a month, so we are not strange faces to Carnival City at the moment. I'm sure a lot of you guys at home have been taking part in the satellites, hopefully, and winning seats into all of the different events that are coming up this week.
Yeah, it has been actually quite a nice turnout. When we started already on the 10th of January, we had some nice busy fields, and then it sort of slacked down. Like, we got to understand that it's a difficult time of the year, January. Everyone's done all their money in December, and on top of that, schools went back, and it slowed down. But after payday, we started seeing a nice big rise in numbers again.
Definitely. I mean, just tonight, over the last couple of weeks, we've done a lot of satellites specifically for the mini main event, which is taking place tonight. And I think we had about 30 or so satellite winners that are entered into the tournament tonight, which is a great number to get into the tournament.
Yeah, and if I have a look at the room already, I did a quick head count now earlier. There were already over 80 entries in here. And then I went to actually go and have a look at the satellite winners, and there's still about 18 of them who haven't claimed their seats. So this event's going to get very big.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's a nice size event for people. You know, it's not too big to buy, and it's a workable number that you can play a small satellite to get into it, and it's not going to break the bank if you want to re-enter a couple of times.
Absolutely, and you get a sizable amount of chips. You get 50,000 chips. So we called it the mini main, and that's because it's pretty much the same structure as the main event, just 30-minute levels. That's pretty much the difference between the two events.
And it is a nice warm-up for the series. You know, it gets everyone into the groove of things. You know, it's the first big tournament series of the year, so it's nice to play like a reasonable amount by, and you can get back into the groove of things. You can get back comfortable at the tables and flex your muscles a little bit.
And so moving on, I want to have a look at the schedule for the week. I know you got that in front of you, and I think the first thing we should actually talk about is the accumulator.
Yes.
This thing is coming to a head, and I think we want to try and get him. Some people are a little bit confused. They think that if you haven't played in any of the others, you won't have enough chips, and you won't stand a chance. And I think we need to correct that.
Well, it's a new tournament, so I think it's taking South African players a little bit of time to kind of get used to the new format. So, I mean, there's a lot of hype about it. Like, as you all know, we have guaranteed R1 million for the first prize, which is amazing in South African poker. And we're giving people 2 chances at Carnival City. So even if you've never played in the accumulator before, you can enter on day 1A on Sunday or day 1B on Monday, and then go straight into day 2 with your accumulated chip stack. You can even enter on both day 1s. Or if you've entered before, you can still enter on both day 1s and just keep on accumulating chips to start day 2 with the biggest stack as possible.
And people also need to know that when we come back to day 2, which is on Monday evening at 7 p.m, we wind the clock back to level 11. So blinds are 8 and 1600. So, for example, if you came in with a chip stack of 50,000, so that's just double the starting stack, you'd definitely walk in with a sizable, with at least 25 big blinds or 20 big blinds, somewhere around there. I didn't actually do my maths.
Yes, I mean, it's you're sitting down with a sizable stack no matter what. The stacks that are in, those people have gotten those stacks by playing like 1 or 2 heats before that. It's not like they've played every single heat to accumulate those chips. So it just shows that it is easy to make a massive stack in a couple of levels of play, and then you sit down on day 2 with a monster. Yeah,
absolutely. One guy that just comes to mind, one of my good mates, Des Godfrey, I know he only played in 1 heat, and he's got like 180,000 in 1 heat. You know, I know Jared Solomon played 1 heat, he got a 200. So it can be achieved in 1 heat. It's not a matter of in fact, I'm just going to go back. In fact, I don't think too many people have actually managed to accumulate on their stacks, but most of them have bust out.
Yeah, that's actually true. A lot of people have, like some people have played more than 1 heat, but they might have bust in one and only got chips in another one.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. There's very few players that have actually qualified in 2 or 3 or 4 attempts, in fact.
Definitely. I know we put it all together, and that's why I say people look at it, and I think it looks really intimidating to see someone like Eugene or Jared who have around 200,000 chips. But it's such an attainable number. If you look that you start with 25,000 in chips, you double up 1 or 2 times and you're already halfway there. It's not unattainable to start with a massive stack on day 2.
Absolutely, and because the clock winds back, you don't even need a massive stack.
Definitely.
And I know we got pretty close to $1 million in the pool already. So with day 1A and day 1B, it's easy to get another 200 entries into this thing, and that means the pool's 2 million, and then it's not as top heavy as people may think that there's only one prize of R1 million. And everyone who gets into day 2 is going to be in the money, so that's also cool. So you're guaranteed a min cash at least.
Yes, which is cool. And I think a lot of people also had reservations about that. They were like, oh, but you guaranteed $1 million. What about the rest of us? Is it going to be so top heavy that like 99% of the prize pool goes to number 1 and then it's the rest of them? So, I mean, obviously, it's easy maths. The more entries we get, the more money there is in the prize pool. But it is great that everyone who makes it into day 2 is guaranteed a cash. I know a lot of people are even traveling all the way up here to Joburg just to take part in day 2 of the accumulator.
Yes, the players like from Port Elizabeth and Durban that qualified at our series is over there. So we wish all the players that are playing in this accumulator all the best of luck. Guys that have got chips, go for it. Guys that still need to get chips, come down on Sunday 4 p.m. or come down on Monday morning, or come down to both. You've got an opportunity, and it's something also nice and new for 5,650 rand, or just let's call it 5 rand. Let's forget about the registration fees here. For 5,000 rand, you're guaranteed 200 times on your investment if you win this event.
Yeah, and that's only one buy-in. Like we say, there's plenty of people who played in one heat, done one buy-in. They've made it all the way to day 2. They're guaranteed a cash already, and they just have to fight their way to the top for the $1 million.
Well, that's cool. And I know we've adjusted the structure that there's only going to be 4 levels on Friday, so it's from 9 o'clock, 4 levels only, to give players an opportunity to come and grind it out properly on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. So we'll play another 5 levels of registration there, so it will prove to be another very nice main event. This the only players I would suspect that we would lose are players that are actually going away for Valentine's weekend. We had a bit of a toss-up this year. We had to opt for what we wanted to do. Last year we got interfered a little bit. The Sun Met took away too many players from us. That's why we decided to move.
Yeah, and like you said, there's plenty of time to buy in on Saturday. So, I mean, if you're not going to make it down on Friday, the play starts at 11 o'clock on Saturday, and late reg is open all the way until about 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it'll be another 5 levels.
Yeah,
so 11 o'clock, 5 levels, plus a couple of breaks in between.
Time for people to still get in on Saturday, and there's plenty of value in it. Like you said, our very player-friendly structures allow for a lot of play, even if you're coming in 4 levels late.
Cool. And Kate, we've obviously catered, as we do, we've catered for some of the smaller players this week. So if you want to have a look at their schedule, I know there's a 3,001 live tournament.
Yes, it's proved to be. We actually started off that tournament kind of by mistake. We were actually at Carnival City, funny enough, about last year sometime. And everyone kind of wanted to play a tournament, but they didn't want anything too big. So we decided to do this once-off one live tournament. And it was so well received, and it's actually become like a regular part of our series.
I remember last year it was probably well over 140 entries for the 3,000 buy-in, with one opportunity to get another stack if you bust out. And we formatted it quite nicely. Your first stack you get 25,000. If you bust out, you can get 50,000, or you could use it as an add-on, or you could take both sets of chips immediately. So that was quite fun.
And it's been really well received. Like I said, it's actually become almost a permanent structure at all of our series now that we always have the one life, and I think people really enjoy it as well.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got the Grand Slam, which is the high roller for those of you that don't know what the Grand Slam is. That's our regular standard 40,000 rand buy-in. That'll take place on Wednesday evening. That should prove to be a nice decent field here in Johannesburg.
And then, of course, we always have the last chance tournaments, to end off the week with a bang. The Monstack Turbo is always a really fun tournament. I think that's when everyone's like, okay, the very serious poker's over. We can have a bit of a jaw while we're at the poker table, have a few drinks, have a bit of fun while we're playing.
And win close to 200,000 rand every time.
That's the thing, it's always a really great prize pool, and it makes it so much fun because people thoroughly enjoy it, and at the same time, you walk away with some great money after a great night's poker. Yeah. And then, of course, we also have the last chance semi-freeze, which is similar to the One Life, the only difference being that it's a 5K buy-in, so that prize pool, I think, will be pretty great. Yeah,
that's on Sunday, It's a one-day event. So that's the absolute last chance to get out of it if you're failing for the week. So we at Carnival City right now. I know our next stop is scheduled at Sun City, May 1st to the 10th of May, 2020. We'll be just refining and refreshing all those details, so we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. And something really, really exciting for 2020, and that is the return of Swaziland, Kate, and that's where your poker career actually started.
That is actually true. I started dealing there. I started presenting there. And it was such a fun poker experience. I think everyone has it still in their hearts. Like every time you went to Swaziland for a poker tournament, it was so much fun, and it's so beautiful there. It's just such a different experience.
It's like sort of the birth of poker for South Africans, isn't it? So although we're not going to Pigs Peak where it started, we are going to the Royal Swazi Spa, which is a beautiful, beautiful complex, really close to the border. And I think it's going to be like very nostalgic. And we've had so many calls. I know you've had to deal with a lot of calls. I know we've already taken bookings for our midweek golf package and the reload tournament, I think it's called, which is only like $2,750. It includes 2 nights accommodation, including breakfast, check-in on the Tuesday, check-out on the Thursday, 2 rounds of golf, R1,000 casino voucher, 1,500 tournament entry. All of this for only 2,750.
Yeah, I think the guys at Royal Swazi Spa were also so excited to get poker back there that they've worked really hard with us, and we've put together these really amazing packages that actually, like you said, when you read it, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Like you said, Johan De Lange, who's the GM there, has had it put a lot of heart into this, and we've had a lot of conversations with him, and he's really excited to get it back there, and he's definitely gone the extra mile for us. And thank you, Johan. I'm sure you'll watch this at some stage. So we're looking forward to going back to Swaziland. We've made it very affordable, 10,000 Rand main event, 25,000 Rand high roller. We've got some nice packages. It's really going to be fun, and of course the big cash game action.
Yes. I think everyone always looks forward to the cash game action in Swaziland. And like I say, it's a really, really fun tournament, and it's at a beautiful resort. It's so easy. You can bring your family. Like if you look at the Grand Slam and the main event packages, it comes with spa vouchers, it comes with golf vouchers, it comes with casino vouchers. Like it's a great getaway for the family, and it's a really fun environment. And I think everyone's super excited about it. Like the second we even released it, people were phoning.
Yeah, the next one I see on the list here is the Wild Coast Sun, and a big thank you to Peter Chitties there, who's the GM there. Our good friend Henry, who's moved on now, has handed us over there. That's going to be a nice event. I think we got some nice fresh ideas for the Durban locals to get down there, and obviously everyone around the country to get there. And we're always so well received, and it is one of the most prettiest resorts, isn't it?
It is beautiful, and it's also got this. We're going a little bit later in the year this year. So last year we were there like June, July. We're going July, August this year. So it's a little bit warmer. So this time the theme park or the water park will actually be open.
Okay, so bring down your cozies and come and have a swim. Bring the family. It's over 2 weekends again, so that'll be fun. Oh, and I need to mention that we've tied ourselves up with the Racing Masters with Graham Hawkins for this event. So we're going to do an event there with a charity event, or money from that event will go to the Jockey Academy, so the South African Jockey Academy. So we've linked up with them, so we're excited. Maybe Graham will be down this week and we can have a chat with him.
Definitely. And it's also another, like I know I said it about Swaziland, but it is another like really great family resort where you can like come on down for the week, bring the kids. The poker's mainly at night time, so you've got plenty of time, and it's like you said, it's so scenic and so beautiful. Some of the best beaches you'll ever see in your whole life.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if I have a quick squiz here, because we'll move along quite quickly now, we're going back to the boardwalk. Geez, actually, I can't skip the boardwalk.
No, it's everyone's favorite.
I can't actually just jump that conversation. I mean, that just has to be one of the most magnificent hotels in this country, the Boardwalk Hotel. It's amazing. We were very, very well received there. We've got to give thanks to Eddie Collin and Marc, who just treat us so well there. The best hotels, the best breakfast, the best view, an amazing poker room like on your doorstep.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you just like walk out of your bed straight into the poker room.
Yes.
And so that's going to be really cool. We're very excited that's sort of scheduled for September. And then back to Pretoria at the end of the year. So this season is jam-packed. Plus there's a whole bunch of other stuff in the pipeline for us this year. We're busy looking at some other deals which we'll disclose as soon as they come. The Rumble in the Jungle could be back. That's could be something quite interesting out of into Central or East Africa or West Africa.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking to expand, but like you said, the season is already jam-packed. There's a lot going on, so put it all in your diaries. As soon as we have any more details for you, you know that we'll send it out on all of our social media. You can always find anything you need on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on our YouTube channel. And then tomorrow or later on this week, we'll definitely be starting the live stream, which is something that everybody looks forward to.
Absolutely. Just a couple of technical issues going on just with the internet connection, so all our equipment's ready up and to go, so there might be some live poker tonight. Otherwise, definitely, I know everyone always sends us messages, where's the live stream, what are we going to watch? We've spoiled you with it, and we love doing that, and we've got this beautiful new rig for our feature table, and I've got to thank the team from Cardstream. You know,
I was actually going to mention that. Like, you can see the table's had a bit of a refurb. It's got some new fancy lights. We've got this beautiful new rig that's specifically for the feature table. So you, even like as we say, we always try and improve as we go. You can see that they're really doing the same thing. And Cardstream have put in a huge effort here this year.
Absolutely. So big thanks to Carl Marburg and Gary Allen and their team. They really put in all the efforts. And from our side, from MOnsterJam, I just want to thank you, Caitlin and Roxy, and Dave, both Daves, Dave Ralph and Dave De Beer. The amount of work that goes in behind the scenes is just tremendous. You guys just work really, really hard, and this year we're working really hard on our customer relationship part of the business to make sure that our customers are happy and in love with us as we like them to be, and that is part of our target market this year. So if there are any issues and things that players don't like the way we do things, just bring it to our attention. You know, we're happy to work and improve on it and make the player experience special. That's what we want to do.
And I've also had a lot of conversations with people where they're like, oh, but why don't you do this with your structure? Or why don't you do that with your tournaments? And it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to change anything, but we love getting feedback from people because that's the only way you can improve. So it's so great to have open conversations with players, with other poker people in the industry, because it's always good to like keep on improving and keep on putting your best foot forward and always make sure that you're putting out the best product that you possibly can.
Yeah, and obviously we want to grow the game. That's why we have lots of free rolls and lots of tournaments with smaller buy-ins to get people into poker. We've had some fun with it. I know today we ran an online competition, and we had a couple of winners. I don't know if you know all their names. I know the winner of the accumulator, Matt Taylor.
Yes. So Matt Taylor was the winner of the accumulator seat. He spoke to me today. He's already claimed his seat. He won't be able to make it on Sunday, but it looks like he'll be coming on Monday to take part in day 1B, and then he'll go straight into day 2, hopefully with a big stack. And then the winner of the tag.
Before you get there, so the reason, you know, we asked players that were entering to write the story why they think they should win this and what have you, and Matt Taylor has decided that 30% of his winnings will go to a charity. Yes,
which is the Four Oceans Ocean Cleanup Project.
So that's amazing. So we'll be all rooting for Matt, and I'm sure the Four Oceans Cleanup Project will be giving him some visibility and all the turtles. So yeah, so you know, that'll be awesome for him.
Yeah. And then the winner of our tag team event was a man by the name of Derek Wright. He has been contacted. I haven't heard from him yet. So make sure if you know him, tell him to check the Facebook page because he has won a seat. And I think his friend's name was Lee or Ken, if I'm not mistaken. And they will hopefully be joining us for the tag team event on Thursday.
Okay, amazing, man. Anything else, Kate? Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's a lot of information for the people at home at the start of a series. We'll obviously keep on putting out all of our information on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter like we always do. And of course, we'll be uploading videos to YouTube all the time with daily updates. And then, like we said, hopefully the stream gets live as soon as possible, as soon as those technical difficulties are fixed, all the glitches are gone, and you guys can look forward to another awesome 10 days of poker.
A big thank you to all our sponsors, as usual.
Yes, one of them being in front of you. So Aquavita is our water sponsor.
Zach Ibrahim.
They keep all of our players hydrated throughout. And then, of course, thank you to Carnival City. We'll have a chat later on in the week with Lady, who's the gaming manager here. And yeah, they've been amazing. You know, they always welcome us back here. They love having us here. They like give us this massive space on the casino floor, and it looks beautiful. And they really go out of their way to make sure that we are here and everything works smoothly.
So, Yeah, thank you to Lady and to her boss, Anami. Thank you, Anami, for always having us and looking after us. And long may we keep this relationship.
Yeah, definitely. We love it here and we hope they love us just as much. So we've just got an update for you guys at home. At the moment, we've got 88 entries into the mini main. There's still plenty of time tonight. And of course, there is still time to enter tomorrow. Play starts at about 12, if I'm not mistaken. 11. Sorry, play starts at 11 and there's another 2 hours of late registration tomorrow. So there's still plenty of time for you guys to get down to Carnival City on Saturday and get into this nice little starter tournament.
Excellent. Thank you, Caitlin. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish all the players that come down this week for the next 10 days the very, very best of luck. You know, we're going to try to keep ourselves objective. We've got a few friends out there, but may you all win all the prizes. May the flops be with you. And just come out here and enjoy it. You know, remember, you're playing for a lot of money, but keep it real, keep it nice and light, keep yourself entertained, and good luck.
Great. Thank you, Mark, and good luck to everyone at home. We will see a lot of you this week, so stay tuned.